welcome to this overview of the Resume Coach Capstone project offered by Interview Kickstart. This project will challenge you to combine AI with career development to create a cutting-edge tool designed to help job seekers enhance their resumes effectively. Let's dive into what you can expect. Here are the topics that we'll be covering: the business problem, the solution overview, the technical objectives, the suggested tool set, some details about the dataset, the project scope and expectations, and lastly, the demo. In today's data-driven world, the ability to extract meaningful insights from complex datasets is crucial, especially in the competitive job market, where it's vital to craft a standout resume. Many job seekers fail to highlight crucial skills and experiences, which results in fewer interview calls and missed opportunities. So it's very important to tailor your resume according to the specific job descriptions and align with the employer's expectations, which is essential for success. For you as a student in a machine learning cohort, this project presents a unique opportunity. It's not just about applying theoretical knowledge of algorithms and model training. Instead, you'll deploy these models to address a tangible challenge that affects millions of job seekers. How can you use machine learning to make a resume stand out to recruiters and hiring algorithms alike? The solution. To address this, you'll be tasked with developing an AI-powered tool, which is the Resume Coach, that analyzes both the resumes and the job descriptions. It should not only identify gaps, but also suggest specific improvements. You'll design this tool to be interactive and user-friendly, ensuring that users can easily understand and apply the guidance it offers. Some of the key features include real-time feedback, support for multiple file formats, an interactive web interface that guides users throughout the improvement process. Let's move on to the technical objectives. In this project, your primary goal will be to develop a system that goes beyond traditional resume analysis. In the first objective, which is intelligent matching and gap analysis, you'll be tasked with building a system that can not only compare an individual's resume to a specific job posting, but also critically assess and identify whether the position aligns well with the individual's qualifications. More importantly, it should highlight potential gaps between the individual's background and the job requirements, as well as pinpoint unique strengths. This will involve deep learning models and sophisticated natural language processing to ensure precise and relevant feedback. The second objective is dynamic interaction and coaching. Beyond static analysis, your system needs to interact dynamically with the user. This includes generating a detailed coaching report that offers actionable advice based on the analysis. Additionally, you'll need to design the system to function as a virtual coach, capable of engaging in dialogue with the user to address specific queries and provide personalized guidance. You'll achieve this through advanced implementations of conversational AI, particularly using frameworks like LangChain to orchestrate interaction with large language models like Llama 2. The third objective is robust and scalable web application. You'll implement the system as a web application that is not only functional but also user-friendly. It should allow users to seamlessly upload their resumes and job descriptions, and then present the coaching report in an accessible format. The backend of this application will be powered by AI, hosted efficiently on AWS, using services like SageMaker to ensure scalability and reliability. This web application will be a critical interface where users interact with your AI-driven system. The last objective is deployment and the real-world application. The true test of your project success will be its deployment and operation in a real-world setting. You will be responsible for hosting the LLM on AWS, demonstrating your ability to integrate and manage AI technologies effectively in a live environment. This ensures that the application is not only performant, but also maintains high standards of data privacy and ethical AI usage. Now, let's move on to the dataset. The dataset is yet another core component of your project. You'll delve into the dataset that provides a dynamic snapshot of the job market through LinkedIn's comprehensive job postings. This dataset is not merely a collection of data, it's a gateway to understanding real-time market dynamics and trends. You will work with a dataset that encompasses over 33,000 job postings. This will challenge you to analyze and identify both immediate and evolving trends in the job market, offering you hands-on experience in real-world data analysis. The dataset you'll explore contains 27 distinct attributes for each job posting, including job titles, detailed descriptions, salary info, and employment types such as remote or contract roles. Your task will be to harness this data to drive the AI's nuanced analysis capabilities and refine its precision in offering career coaching advice. The exploration possibilities with this dataset are vast. You can identify the highest compensated roles, predict salary ranges using NLP techniques, and analyze variations in internship offerings across industries, and incorporate that into your application. These activities will equip you with the skills to handle complex data-driven challenges in any professional setting. Ultimately, this dataset will serve as a training ground for your AI model, enabling it to match resumes with your job descriptions accurately and provide contextual advice based on the industry norms and company cultures. The insights you derive from this data will directly influence the AI's effectiveness and the customization of the coaching feedback. Now let's move on to the project scope and expectations. The project encompasses several critical components, each contributing to a comprehensive solution. The first one being the EDA and data preparation. The foundation of your project lies in effectively understanding and preparing the dataset. You will undertake comprehensive exploratory data analysis to uncover underlying patterns, trends, and anomalies in the dataset of resumes and job descriptions. This initial phase is crucial not just for understanding the data, but for also setting up subsequent processes to ensure your AI works with the most relevant and clean data possible. Next, we have model fine-tuning and hyperparameter tuning. In your Capstone project, you will be expected to fine-tune a large language model specifically for the task of resume coaching. This involves adjusting the model to better process the nuances of job-related text, thereby enhancing its accuracy and relevance in providing feedback. Fine-tuning the model is crucial for aligning the AI's outputs with the practical needs of job seekers. Now, if we want to understand what are hyperparameters, they are the critical settings that influence how our machine learning models behave. For your project, you will work with hyperparameters related to the LLM and the other NLP models which you may include, wherein you will try to control the randomness of the model predictions, find the optimal model response length, and control the relevance and clarity of the advice. For the model fine-tuning part, beyond adjusting the hyperparameters, you will also have to fine-tune the model by creating something of an instruction-tuned dataset, where each entry will consist of a prompt designed to elicit specific types of advice from the model, followed by the ideal model response. You will use this dataset to train the model, refining its ability to provide targeted and effective resume coaching. After that, we have prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is central to how your LLM will interact and respond. You will learn to craft and refine prompts that guide the AI effectively, making them clear, contextually aware, and designed to elicit the most useful responses. This skill is key to developing AI applications that interact naturally with users. Moving on, we have model deployment. For your project, deploying the AI model will involve setting it up on a robust, scalable platform such as AWS SageMaker. This part of the project will teach you about the importance of reliable and scalable cloud platforms, focusing on how to ensure that your application remains accessible and performs consistently without downtime. A majorly important component is the web application creation and the Dockerization. You will also develop the front end, creating a user-friendly web application that serves as the primary interface for user interactions. Learning to Dockerize this application will be crucial as it ensures consistency across development and production environments and simplifies deployment across platforms. What we have next is the cherry on the pie, that is the creativity and innovation. In your project, you are encouraged to leverage creativity and innovation at every step of developing the resume coach. Here are some examples of how you can incorporate these elements. One example would be the innovative use of transformers for summarization. A potential challenge you might face when working with LLMs is the limitation on the number of tokens that can be processed by it per request sent to it. To tackle this, consider using transformer-based models specifically designed for summarization tasks. This approach will allow you to condense the content of the resume and the job descriptions effectively, ensuring that the AI focuses on the most relevant information. This not only helps manage the token limit, but also enhances the precision of the AI's advice. Another example would be incorporating security in the prompt handling. Given the importance of data privacy and security, you must ensure that the integrity of the data processed by the AI. You can innovate by integrating security measures directly into the prompt engineering process. This includes sanitizing inputs to remove sensitive personal information and ensuring that all interactions with the AI are encrypted and comply with the highest standards of data protection. Such measures not only secure the data but also build trust with users, reassuring them that their information is handled safely. Lastly, but definitely very important, is the point which is the solution documentation. As part of this project, comprehensive documentation is crucial. You are expected to cover every aspect of the application, from code annotations and architectural descriptions to user manuals and deployment guides. This documentation will ensure that future developers and end users can effectively understand and interact with your system, enhancing transparency and ease of use. Let's move on to the suggested toolset. In developing your version of the Resume Coach, you will leverage a set of tools and technologies that mirror those in cutting-edge applications. These include creating the front end or the user interface. You can use JavaScript or React, wherein if you are extending the front end beyond the basic functionalities, JavaScript combined with React will provide a dynamic user experience and the interface. You can also use Streamlit, which could be chosen for its efficiency in rapidly developing and deploying data-rich web applications. Now let's move on to the toolset and technologies. In developing your version of the Resume Coach, you will leverage a set of tools and technologies that mirror those used in cutting-edge applications. This includes creating the front end or the user interface. You can use Streamlit, which is very efficient in rapidly developing and deploying data-rich web interfaces. You can also use Gradio, which allows you to quickly build a demo of web application for your machine learning model, API, or any arbitrary Python function. Or you could use React, which combined along with JavaScript is used very much in creating the front-end applications in real-world systems. The next part would be setting up and fine-tuning the LLMs or the deep learning models, where you can use Hugging Face transformers, which are useful for accessing pre-trained models and utilities for fine-tuning NLP tasks. You will also use Mistral and Llama 2, which are open source LLMs, which are alternatives to GPT 3.5 and GPT 4. Lastly is the deployment of the models as well as the backend code. You will utilize AWS services like SageMaker for model deployment and EC2 or Elastic Beanstalk for hosting the application, ensuring it is scalable and stable. You can also use LangChain, which will be crucial for integrating LLMs and orchestrating complex conversational AI functionalities. And definitely, you will also be using Docker for containerizing the application to ensure consistency across environments. Now let's move on to the demo. Over here, you can see we have the Resume Coach web application. This is an interface which can be used by any user in order to chat with the LLM as a backend, which is deployed on AWS SageMaker. And as you can see over here, we have the job descriptions in this particular tab. Over here, as you can see, there are multiple job descriptions, or rather the job postings. As we had said, there are around 33,000 or more. Over here, we have some of the elements, which are the job title, the job ID, the description, which consists of, let's say, the overview, the responsibilities, the qualifications, and certain more information which might be specific to that particular job posting. Not all will be the same. And that is why it is essential that you will be performing the data cleaning or the EDA process. This particular tab of the web application, as you can see, helps us navigate between the different job postings. Now, coming to this part, this is a drop-down which has the different job postings, or which is actually indexed with the job title. As you can see, we have multiple job titles which are available in our dataset. The variations might include the hearing care provider, the shipping and receiving associate, engineering managers, cooks, principal cloud security architects, territory managers, auto body technicians, etc. Now that we have seen, the job postings are pretty vast and varied. So let's move on to the next tab, which is communicating with our LLM. But before we do that, let's just note this particular job ID, which is that of a hearing care provider. This is the one that we will be using in order to communicate with the LLM and helping us craft a resume based on the description which is present over here. For our demo, we will be using the Mistral LLM. This is actually the Mistral 7 billion instruction LLM, which is hosted on the AWS SageMaker. As you can see, we have the different parameters which are available, which is the temperature, top peak and max length. This helps us in fine-tuning what kind of advice we'll be receiving from the LLM, what is the length of the response that we'll be receiving from the LLM, how varied it will be, what is the clarity, etc. It will be up to you to fine-tune this. We have another section over here in which we can browse for files and upload the resume. And below that, we have a place where we can select the job ID. As we had seen, this particular job ID is that of the hearing care provider. Now let's select a particular resume. This resume that we have is that of a data scientist who has 5+ years of experience. As you can see, there is a particular gap between what is present in the resume and what is actually present in the job posting. As you can see, there's a difference between what is present in the resume and what is present in the job posting. Over here as well, we have 2 buttons. One will clear the chat history, one will generate the report. Now this report is used to generate the coaching report. It might be possible that the user who is interacting with this application does not have much experience with prompt engineering. They might not be able to extract the maximum value from this particular application, and that is why what we have done in the backend, we have performed extensive prompt engineering, which will be used to communicate with the hosted LLM and extract the maximum value. So in case a person just wants to take the easy way out, they can just click on the generate report, and that will generate a detailed coaching report for them based on the resume and the job description. They can just go through it and then make the necessary changes. Let's just click on it now, because we've already selected what the resume is going to be and what is the job posting. Now let's go ahead and generate the report. But this might take some time, given that we have a lot of prompts that we have set up in order to have a detailed coaching report. This could be a part of your creativity and innovation aspect, in which you try to reduce this time which is being taken. So as we can see, the coaching report has been generated. Let's try to go over the different sections which are present here. We have the section for the comparison analysis, which compares the provided resume and the job description. We have a section for the resume analysis, which kind of summarizes the resume content. Similarly, we have a section for the job description analysis, which summarizes the job description. We have a section for the gap analysis, which compares the resume and the job description and tells us what the gaps are. We have a section for the actionable steps, which the user can take in order to become more relevant for that particular job. We have a section for the additional qualifications, which the user might want to undertake in order to become more relevant for the job. We have a section for the resume tailoring, as to what is it that they can do with the resume in order to tailor it to be specific for that particular job. We We have a section for the resume formatting, which tells the user what changes they can make to the resume in order to be more relevant for the job. Similarly, the resume length. Now, let's go back to the top. If we look at the comparison analysis, we can see it says that there are noticeable differences that may require adjustments for the applicant. The key point being that the resume shows 3+ years of experience as a data scientist, while the job description requires a minimum of 2 years of professional experience, preferably in selling hearing aids in an audiology dispensing practice. It says that yes, there is a gap between it. And similarly, the other points convey the same point. Let's skip the resume analysis and the job description analysis part, because we know there's a gap between them. Coming to the gap analysis part, as we can see, it says the resume highlights extensive experience in data science, machine learning, and various programming languages. However, the job description focuses on hearing healthcare, clinical expertise, and customer service skills. So the applicant may want to emphasize any relevant experience or education related to hearing healthcare or patient care in their resume, which makes sense. Similarly, it goes for the licenses and the certifications, saying that it's not mentioned in the resume, so the applicant should make sure to include this information if they have it. All of these are valid points, which would definitely help the user in case they do want to make the switch. Now, one thing that you would be observing is that the text is being cut off over here. The reason this is happening is that we have set the max length to be 200. This limits the response length which is being sent from the LLM. It would be up to you in order to figure out what would be the optimal length in order to have a great user experience. Let's move on to the actionable steps. It says highlight the relevant education, where the candidate should make sure to include their degree in audiology or a related field in their education section. Now, while this does make sense, it would definitely be more helpful if the advice was more targeted. I know this is targeted, but depending upon how your model has been fine-tuned, it would make more sense if there's a gap between the target domain and the current domain in which the particular user is, that the resume coach is able to identify that and give proper steps, right? Now, let's move on to the next point, where it says emphasize clinical experience. It would have been better if it said, in case the user does not have the clinical experience, what are the steps that they can take in order to achieve it? So this is actually surface level advice. Based on how you fine-tune your model, this would actually become more targeted advice. So as we said, the model fine-tuning affects the quality of the coaching advice. The next section is that of the experience enhancement. So what is it that the user can do? They can update their work experience section. It says that it's focusing heavily on the data science and machine learning roles, and you can emphasize your ability to provide quality care, communicate effectively with patients, and manage multiple tasks. As we said, some of the advice is good, but the way you train your model, you'll get more targeted advice. Next is that of the additional qualifications. We have the clinical expertise, the licenses and the certifications, which tells that the user can go ahead and get this particular license, which will make them more suitable for the job, which is actually helpful advice. Next, we have the sales experience. So in case the user forgot to add it to their particular resume, this would definitely help them. For the resume tailoring, formatting, and the length part, as we can see, it says use consistent formatting, use bullet points, action verbs. So yes, this would definitely help the user format that resume properly so that it would be more appealing to the employers or the recruiters who would be going through that particular resume. That brings us to the end of the particular demo. As you can see, the application that we have helps the particular user interact with the LLM, generate the coaching report, get advice, rather targeted advice, which will help them make changes to the resume and become more suitable for that particular job. You can definitely go above and beyond this and bring your creativity and innovation into play. The challenges and opportunities in this particular project will not only help push the boundaries of what AI can achieve in professional development, but also they will help prepare you for a significant impact in the career advancement technologies.